David has declared his thirst. Now he declares his satisfaction. The wilderness has not changed. Saul's men are still out there. The cracked ground and scorching sun remain. But something has shifted inside David, and verses 5 through 8 record what that shift produces. My soul shall be satisfied as with marrow and fatness, and my mouth shall praise thee with joyful lips. Psalm 63, verse 5. Marrow and fatness describe the richest portions of a feast, the choicest cuts reserved for celebration and abundance. David uses feast language while sitting in a desert. He describes what he experiences right now, in the wilderness, through communion with God. The soul's satisfaction does not wait for external conditions to align. It flows from God's presence alone. God's existence signifies abundance. The mouth that praises flows from the soul that is satisfied. Praise rises from genuine fullness, the overflow of a soul that has found what it needs. When I remember thee upon my bed, and meditate on thee in the night watches. Psalm 63, verse 6. The night watches refer to the divisions of the night in which guards rotated duty. David lies awake while others stand watch, and his wakefulness becomes an opportunity. He does not describe sleeplessness as torment, but as time given to remembering God. The word for meditate carries the image of turning something over, examining it from every angle. David turns God's character and past faithfulness over in his mind through the dark hours. This is the discipline of the believer who cannot sleep, but rehearses who God is and what he has done. The night becomes a time for meditation. Because thou hast been my help, therefore in the shadow of thy wings will I rejoice. Psalm 63, verse 7. David grounds his rejoicing in history. God has been his help. Not might be, but has been. The record of past deliverance provides the foundation for present confidence. David recalls the lion, the bear, Goliath, and every moment God proved sufficient. That history does not expire. The image of the shadow of God's wings draws from the picture of a mother bird spreading her wings over vulnerable young, providing covering and protection. David positions himself as the one under those wings, not standing exposed in the open, but sheltered by God's own care. Rejoicing rises from that position, not from the absence of danger, but from confidence in the covering. My soul followeth hard after thee, thy right hand upholdeth me. Psalm 63, verse 8. Two movements appear in this verse, and they belong together. David's soul follows hard after God, pressing close with intensity. David pursues God, the way a man in the wilderness pursues water, with everything he has and without distraction. The second movement explains that God's right hand upholds David. The right hand in Scripture represents strength, power, and active intervention. David pursues God, and God holds David up. Neither movement cancels the other. The believer presses after God, and God sustains the believer in the pressing. David is not strong enough to maintain his grip alone. God's right hand makes the clinging possible. These 4 verses describe a man who has found in God what no external circumstance can deliver. A God who is already David's, who has already proven himself sufficient, and whose right hand is extended.